Hardware and software in this video were provided as part of the MetaQuest Creator Program. Hey folks, welcome to another VR video. This next one that we're going to be looking at is called Wool. This is one that was made by the folks at Niantic Labs and their subsidiary, The Eighth Wall. And what it does is it allows you to interact with an AI-powered owl in a magnificent forest. And you can talk about the forest, you can talk about other things as well. I think the owl would always redirect me back to the forest. But it's a fascinating virtual conversation that you can have, and it's web powered, so you can have that conversation really on any device. I do think for sure that a virtual reality headset or AR glasses, even, are probably the best method to check this out, though. So here it is. Here's Wall. To do this, you just go to your normal Quest or other headset or phone web browser and type in meetwool.com and then click start. In this case, we're going to open this as an immersive experience. And we're going to click enter AR. We're using controllers. You can also use hand tracking for this. We'll place the portal there. I do also note I'm playing this on the Quest 2, so pass-through is in black and white.
Woohoo! That's quite the challenge you've set for yourself, adventurer. But don't worry, this forest is full of surprises and secrets that will help you on your journey. What do you want to know about first? Oh, hello there. I don't think I've seen you around here before. My name is Wall, and I'm a northern saw owl who calls this redwood forest home. It's always nice to meet new friends. Speaking of which, what's your name, pal?
My name is
And where
Eric.
did you come from?
My name is Eric, and I'm from California.
Well, Eric from California. Welcome to the land of the giants and the tiniest of owls. It's an honor to have you in our neck of the woods. So, what brings you to this amazing place? Are you looking for adventure? Or just some peace and quiet away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life?
I wanted to explore nature a bit more.
Ah, nature, the best playground there is. Let me tell you about the redwood forest. Did you know that some of these trees can live up to 2,000 years? That's older than my great-great-great-great-great-grandle. And did you know that some of the animals that live here are so tiny, they can fit on the tip of your finger? It's like a whole other world down here. Do you have any questions about this magical forest?
How many trees are in the forest?
Eric, my featherless friend, that's a tricky question. You see, there are so many different types of forests in the world, and each one has a different number of trees. But if you're asking about this particular patch of paradise, I'd say there are more than enough to keep you busy exploring for a lifetime.
How tall is the tallest redwood?
The tallest redwood tree in this forest is a whopping 379 feet tall. That's taller than 3 blue whales stacked on top of each other. It's so tall, I've never even seen the top of it.
Are those mushrooms poisonous?
Let me take a closer look. Oh, those mushrooms? No, those ones aren't poisonous at all. In fact, they're quite delicious. They're called Lepistanuta or bluet mushrooms. Just make sure you cook them properly before eating them. And don't worry, I won't judge you if you decide to try one.
How long does it take for a pine cone to grow into a tree?
Oh, Eric, I think you might be a bit confused. Pine cones actually come from pine trees, not redwood trees. But speaking of redwoods, did you know that they can grow not only from seeds, but also sprout from stumps? Take a look at that little sapling growing nearby. It's actually a new redwood tree sprouting from the stump of an old one. It's amazing to see nature's resilience and ability to regenerate itself. You know, friend, I've been having a wonderful time chatting with you and sharing stories about this incredible forest. But I must admit, I'm starting to feel a bit sleepy. When we first met, I was on my way home for a quick nap before the sunset. However, the view from here is just too beautiful to leave. So don't worry about me. I'll stay a while longer to enjoy the sunset. And you're welcome to ask me any more questions you may have before you go.
How long have you been here?
Well, Eric, I've been living in this redwood forest for as long as I can remember. But if you're asking how old I am, that's a different story. Let's just say I'm old enough to vote in our elections.
What animals
Hey there,
live in this
adventurer.
forest?
Oh, Eric, there are so many animals that call this forest home. There are the usual suspects like deer, raccoons, and squirrels. But there are also some more unique creatures like the Pacific fisher, the northern spotted owl, and even some black bears. And let's not forget about the smaller critters like voles, moles, and mice. Oh, and did I tell you about the shrimp who live in puddles at the top of redwoods? They're quite tasty if you're into seafood. Just kidding. Kind of. Is there a particular animal you're interested in learning more about? I could share some fascinating stories about the lichens that salamanders and the canopy eat, or how some ants tend flocks of aphids and dine on the sugary honeydew that aphids excrete after sucking sap from plants.
Has there ever been a fire in this forest?
Ah, yes, there have been fires in this forest before. In fact, when I was just a little owlet, a big fire came through and destroyed many of the trees. But you know what's amazing? The forest has since regrown and flourished, showing the incredible resilience of nature. Speaking of which, have you looked at the tallest tree in the forest behind us? It's so tall that it reaches all the way up to the canopy ecosystem. Did you know that there's a whole other world up there? It's like a whole other forest up in the sky.
Thanks for your time today.
Sure, no problem at all, adventurer. I had a great time chatting with you and sharing some of my knowledge about this wonderful redwood forest. Don't hesitate to come back and visit anytime. Who knows, maybe we'll even go on a hike together next time. Safe travels, friend. And remember, always respect and appreciate the beauty of our natural ecosystems.
So we got to meet Wool there. Charming AI owl that knows an awful lot about the redwood forests. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be back with more content soon. Until next time, get out there and enjoy some VR for yourself. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.